So I went right on filming from the last video. So hopefully some time has passed since you watched the first video. You took some action. I gave you some general information, but information that is useful if you take action. So what I wanted to cover today is clarity. Last time we talked about information, that you need a certain amount of information on your website and you need it to be easily updatable. And those two things go together. Having a content management system that you can easily add a page to, or add a page to your blog, add a post, that's really crucial. So, clarity. So start with the basics of what you do. You need to fine-tune who you're aiming for. So do you want to teach, I'm going to assume maybe you're a yoga teacher. Do you want to work with elderly people with chair yoga? Do you want to work with women who have chronic illness? Okay, so then once you get clarity about what your offerings are, and that's really, really, really key, once you have some clarity, the text on your website needs to reflect that. Okay, you don't want to go generic, you don't want to go general. I've been blogging for 8 years, researching, actually over 8 years, and researching for all of that time. And the key is don't aim for everybody. Now this is really hard to get. I still struggle with it because you want to help everyone. You know that yoga or massage can help everyone. You do reiki, you know it can help everyone. Right? Or you're a chiropractor, you're like, oh, I can help everyone. But it's best to target who you're aiming for, okay? And the thing with targeting, you can start off, and once you really dominate and own that niche, people will hear about you, you can broaden. But when you're really broad, folks aren't sure that you're right for them. I'll give a really quick example that some internet marketers have given that makes so much sense. If you go to a doctor and say you hurt your back, do you want to go to your general doctor or do you want to go to like a back pain specialist, right? Or, of course, you're going to assume the specialist knows more. In anything, the specialist makes more money and is going to attract people who are really motivated because they want to solve that problem, okay? So figure out who you want to work with. And then the text on your website will then reflect that back to those people. So say, so that way, for example, a woman with chronic back pain, if she searched yoga for back pain classes, right, you're going to come up. She's going to see the other yoga, but if you have content about back pain on your site, you have like 3 blog posts about that, you're going to be at the top. And you are going to be the specialist because you're talking about her problem, her back pain. She knows there's tons of yoga. In fact, that's why she's confused, right? There's so much yoga. Yoga for back pain classes, that's what she wants, okay? And if you're addressing that with your town name, and we'll talk more about that, you're going to come up at the top of the rankings and you're going to get business. Okay, so you serve that population, your website will come up for a search. So she's going to read your blog posts and be like, wow, you know, this guy knows, like, yeah, he's yoga certified and all these other people are yoga certified, but he really knows about back pain. I can tell he's got testimonials and we'll talk more about that. But once you have clarity, your content will reflect that, okay? And yeah, so again, the other websites may mention back pain and like, oh, yoga can help that. But when you have more content about it, and if you really do specialize and are interested in that, people are going to see that and Google, and the other search engines are going to return your website above the others. And it's not just about that. Then, as I said, potential clients will read what you write because they see you, first of all, and they'll say, wow, you know, this guy or this gal, they know about this topic. Okay? So get clear on who you want to work with, what you want to do. You know, start brainstorming about that, and that can really take some time. If you're relatively new in your field, initially it'll feel harder to specialize, and that really may be true. If you're new in your field, you kind of need to like work with a bunch of people. Maybe if you teach yoga, you need to like try teaching teenagers. Maybe you need to try teaching women with back pain. You know, you're teaching some classes at the local yoga studio, But what is recommended is you watch and see as you're doing it, who do I like to work with and who do I really vibe with, right? So you start honing in. So clarity is the tip for this week, and now you understand why clarity is important in terms of your website and in terms of attracting folks to your website. If you would love to consult with me, head on over to the link that I'll put below this, and be well. Namaste. Till next time. Till part 3.